Hello, my name is Kerel. I am a YouTuber. I work on various shows, Cinema Roundtable being one of them. And next.
My name is Laurie Gabriel. I am a professional screenwriter and I direct short movies. And yeah, got several projects going on right now. And then Kerel and we wrote a TV pilot and we're working on the pitch deck for that.
I'm Josh, also called Josh the Retro Dad. I do video game content, filmmaking, a little bit of everything. I have a show coming out called Stange Ocurences about weird paranormal stuff I experienced all through my life. And that's coming out around probably the end of October.
I'm Tamela Clover. I'm a YouTuber, and I also have worked most recently in mental health and advocacy. I also do some writing, and I'm looking forward to doing projects more in the line of like helping people and also geeky nerd stuff too. So,
Say again.
Say again.
Dun dun dun. It's an old code.
Their outfits like janitors' outfits.
They do.
that's good
Yeah.
though. The janitors of the future be treated better.
Felt so. I love those helmets.
Oh, they have one squid guy. I didn't
Oh,
notice
yeah.
that last time.
Diversity.
Podmar or something.
Yeah, diversity. Diversity right there. Well, they are in space. I would trust them. They look trustworthy.
Those robes give it away.
Yeah. Then it says trusty Jedi like that.
Somebody's gonna die.
The Darth Vader.
Yeah, it's the one in the red shirt.
Oh
No,
yes,
not the squid guy.
isn't that Colonel Otmar?
Oh. Oh, the squid guy got it first. Oh,
He did.
Oh, poor him.
Look at her. She's just like out for
Ooh.
blood. Ooh, look at him fly.
Run!
Yeah, I wouldn't stay and fight.
I surrender, I'm a pacifist.
I'm surprised none of them are like doing the pew pew thing with their guns.
Now, I'll say I do like this scene, but it does mirror a lot of other Star Wars.
I kind of like this intro shot here. It makes me think of something old, but like even though it's like a new thing, I don't know. It's just like a nice, comforting shot for me.
I bet it's her.
Oh yeah.
That's so cute.
I can tell that it's fake though.
Oh, yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You could tell it's all CGs, all volume, all the time.
Definitely.
This person's lost, obviously. Took the wrong turn in the galaxy.
They're stopping to get gas.
You don't have to be trying to get
Yeah.
somewhere.
No, I do like her as Ahsoka.
Yeah, she's a good actress, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
But if you can, I'll get to that later. But if you compare her to like Rebels, they're complete opposites in like how they act. She's very more like how she is right now, where the Ahsoka's or blah 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 blah, you know. But
she was younger in the Rebels, though. That's when she was Padawan, wasn't it?
no, that's Clone Wars. In Rebels, she's a little older.
I did like her in the cartoon. She was
Yeah, the cartoons. I mean, the Rebels are so good, and I like Clone Wars too.
I like it. It makes me think of Star Trek, like the old Star Trek with like the long shots that are like 10 minutes long of like just
Oh.
one thing. Like, I don't know.
Oh, you're a Trekkie,
Glowing.
huh?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh.
I'm just
You shouldn't be watching Star Wars if you're a Trekkie. That's against the code, I think.
No, you need Trekkies because we're nice.
This is giving me
Yeah,
Indiana Jones vibes.
It is, but at least Indiana Jones is faster,
Yeah.
Do you think,
and he's not a Jedi.
like what they did with Luke? Like how he found him. They had to
True.
they had to die for that information. Well, not all of them.
No, this
Right.
reminds me of like Harry Potter. I thought she was like going to kiss it or something, like when a parent locks the one and be like, I thought she was going to do the same thing. Oh, it works. I see my kiss. That's what I thought. I was like,
I like how they have to show us how many there are instead of it just going to the fight.
yeah. I'm also wondering where the extended warranty is they're going to offer to her in a minute, but it's just me.
I feel like once somebody brings out the lightsabers, you should just get out of there unless you have one yourself. Like, just
Yeah.
no.
They're,
Okay,
mach-
let's see.
Robots.
they're machines. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Disposable or disposable.
No, see, that looks so bad right there. That CGI from that
Yeah,
distance.
it's really. It's like they
It-
rushed it.
Yeah, I think they did. It throws me off there. Oh, there she goes, falls in the hole. There you
I think
go.
they're also looking for that ball that she had.
Yeah, that's my guess.
You
It's
know,
a new
Ahsoka,
school.
that's called robot abuse. Oh, you cut off its head. Now it can't operate. So I love how they just self-destruct and they just sit there and I'll give you time to run.
They do.
Wow.
Run. I'm still not gonna explode. Please keep running. This is for your safety, Ahsoka. Run farther.
This better be a huge explosion for them to just sit there, you know.
Oh,
Are
it
they
takes a while to
powering
warm
down or
up. They're still Pentium 2s, but it takes a while.
They're powering down or something. Why
Oh,
do they
the-
have orders to stop?
Okay, yeah, that was a big explosion.
They're not the best robots to send out. That takes forever to explode, but
I think this is
whatever.
the writers and directors' decision.
Now, I like this actress, but she does not play
Hera.
Hera very well. Their attitudes are completely different in their mannerisms.
She's a little bit more subdued in the cartoon one. She's more serious.
Yeah. This scene, like the editing is like almost like beat by beat, like 1 2 2 1 2 2. Like just watch some the dialogue. It kind of drives me crazy. It's like not natural. Long pauses.
Yeah, in conversations, you don't wait that long to respond.
I'm going to every time you guys speak now. I'm going to take 5 minutes to respond. So be prepared. Talk about something now. I'll run 5 minutes later. I'm going to bring it up.
Probably a yoga master and needs to take her time on everything. So
She's not used to working with people with like neurodivergence. That's just too much distraction time.
So I'm glad they threw this guy back in because he was from Rebels.
hey, I
Okay.
recognize this actor. He's played a lot of criminals.
You play a lot of criminals.
Yeah, usually don't trust him. You're right.
Yeah.
Throw him overboard. You
Push
can't
him
trust
off.
him.
Just do a little push.
This
I
scene.
remember this and was it Rebels?
Rebels does it, and this is a big throwback to Akira, an animated film.
Oh, I love
don't-
Akira.
I don't it does not feel in place of Star Wars. It also reminds me of like Star Trek.
Ooh,
They're
yeah.
the remake where Kurt's riding through listening to Beastie Boys. This reminds me of the same thing.
I will say watching the new shows, it feels like they're trying to incorporate a little bit more of like just not like the main like battle stories and stuff. They're trying to incorporate more of like the day-to-day of people's experiences. So maybe I'm gonna leave some room for them to like maybe be trying to expand. If this is all they do, it's not enough. Like
I'm glad she doesn't
Okay.
have hair buns like Princess Leia.
these buns are good. They're good for going out.
Oh, she has a little cat guys on it. I didn't realize that. Okay. Her little cat. Whatever I thought they were called. Lauren cats or something like that. Here's our Akira scene. It's coming up. Oh, you can't stop her. That's Savine. Mandalorian.
Their hero moment.
There you go. She's crazy. Oh, Akira right there. Oh, and the droid broke because it was too impressed.
I'm so impressed.
It's like, can't compute.
It's like, wow.
I just love that look. Kind of like a lost puppy in some ways. Also, like, I'm going to attack you just for no reason. But
Another one you can't trust.
yeah,
Kind of reminds me of
sorry.
that cat, the Lauren cat,
yeah.
especially with the eye makeup.
Spoilers
What?
alert. He has a
Who's-
database.
Who's the lightsabers though? Is it like
Anyone who's constructed a lightsaber, he has a database if he was a Jedi.
oh, so Luke's is in there?
Yep, everyone's that if he in the Jedi temple, pretty much. Luke might not be in there because
Yoda.
he was Yoda would be there. Anakin,
Oh, we don't care about him.
hers.
What a name, Balon Skull. Wow. And name your firstborn after that.
Yeah, that's real love right there.
I like this episode in the sense that it has a lot of things that like remind me of other geeky things, which
Yeah.
isn't like necessarily great for the show itself, but like it is kind of nice for like I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool for a different reason.
Remember old Indiana Jones?
Oh man.
She punches the robots.
Mm,
She didn't even do that in Rebels.
I mean, that would
That would
hurt.
hurt.
Like you're punching a robot.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
No,
Not even Darth Vader goes around punching robots.
they took it. Oh no.
I hope she paid her deposit because man, she's not getting it back. No, it's a secondhand one they found somewhere.
Nobody ever talks about, I mean, I feel like we don't talk enough about how many people lose limbs from lightsabers, but we still give lightsabers to children in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, I always wonder that the younglings, like okay, you're gonna play lightsabers now. Don't cut each other. Yes, you will cut someone. Yes, yes.
They probably
Don't tell the council. Yoda will get grounded again.
She's definitely not ready for this fight.
No, she's not.
Not at all.
That's why Blondie here is not even afraid.
Uh,
I don't think give her a name, Apprentice.
Yeah.
We're not even Sith, what are they, Dark
I mean,
Jedi?
she's given mad looks, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the way she looks and like the way she acts in this.
I
She's
think
one of the
she's
better
good
parts of
as
the
a villain because she's quiet and she doesn't
Yes.
feel what she's thinking.
Yeah, which is
Uh-oh.
actually unlike a lot of villains in cinema, unfortunately. They're like, let me share my whole master plan, and then they don't succeed.
Right.
And it's like, maybe share a little bit less, you guys.
Okay, here we go. Oh, they're fighting.
oh, nice.
Oh, a stab.
Oh,
This is a
And
signature move to kill people with the sword right through their abdomen.
Well, I know this is Disney Star Wars. Lightsabers don't do anything anymore, though. You think
I
she's
don't
gonna
know.
live?
Why did she run off though? Like she definitely had enough time to like slice her head off and then run off.
She's like,
She had
uh-oh.
plenty of time.
I don't have enough money in the meter. I gotta run.
For now.
No, that's true. I don't know what they did. Like, I blame Disney and George Lucas. That's right. I blame you, Georgie, because he sold it.
Yeah, he did.
And he regrets it. He regrets it now because they promised him, "Hey, we'll stick to your plans," and they lied. Bob Iger even admitted that in his memoirs that he tricked George.
I mean, that's what business people do, though. Like, I mean, you know, unfortunately, I'm not saying it's cool, but like, yeah, you sell your stuff, and like, it's not your stuff anymore. And it sucks because like,
You should have known better.
But at least George Lucas had a plan. Disney
Yeah.
they had no plan.
I mean, he should
Yeah.
have expected it though. Like it's Disney. They do what they want to do.
Yeah, like you know, like hey, I would love to see Kingdom Hearts the movie because that's Disney could do that. They won't do it though. Hey, you can even have Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts. They haven't done that yet. That'd be kind of cool. Or have they?
They've done like messing up like Marvel a little bit too for me, like where they used to have like Marvel stuff with different providers that I really liked, that was really fresh, and like now it's like a lot of the stuff is very like all the same.
Yeah,
and it's, like,
they're
some of
doing
it's
the
good
same
and
thing.
and it's
Yeah.
like some of it's not as good. Like I don't want to watch everything like I used to, you know.
No, I
Yeah, a lot of
agree.
people are
That's-
walking away from
Yeah,
a
it's
lot of
because
people are
they're-
walking away from Marvel.
Yeah, they're just doing too much, and it's the same
They're
thing
just
that's
too
happening
much,
with
too
Star
much.
Wars. It's just like you keep pumping out stuff, and it's like it's so much hit or miss. Like you said, there's going to be some stuff that you're like, oh, I love this, but then there's going to be stuff you're like, oh, this is horrible, and it's like it makes it hard to like really stick with the franchise. Like no one's going to make all great movies, but it should be like great and okay. But when it's just great and then there's stuff that's just bad, it's like, oh, you're really hurting the franchise.
Yeah.
And especially you have to watch the bad stuff to watch
Yeah.
the overall plot for the
Yeah.
other
I think it
movies.
just
It's like
Parts
I'm
are
not
really
doing
good,
it.
and it just tanks after the second half.
I think
because
it just
it's
depends too on
costly.
reviews, because like sometimes reviews will be really bad and it's because people are trying to take something. Like I've seen stuff where I thought was really good. And like sometimes it's just a difference of opinion, but like it's like difficult. Like so I always say, like, if you really like a franchise, check it out for yourself. Don't just rely on what people are saying,
Mhm.
because like they might not be saying it from a genuine place. and I also might not be saying it from your perspective. So
Yeah.
like if it sounds interesting to you, the premise, like just check it out an episode or something. If you don't like it, then like don't watch it. But I've seen some stuff that if I went by reviews, I wouldn't have liked. I wouldn't have even watched it, that I really thought were some of the best things, not just in this franchise, but in other ones too. And then I've seen some stuff that was so hyped that I'd watch it and I'm like, this is trash. Like, why do people like this? So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Think for yourselves, people. Make your own
Yeah, no, I,
decisions.
I agree. I never pick a movie to watch based on anybody's reviews, because like you said, it's all perspective. It's all their opinion. You like what you like for the reasons why you like them. And
Yeah.
so if something is like, oh, it's interests me, and they're like, oh, it's not that good, well, I'm gonna watch it anyways and see if it's really not that good. And if it's not, then it's like, okay,
Yeah, exactly.
I won't watch it
Yeah.
again. But if it's good, then it's like, oh, what are they talking about? I enjoy this. I'm gonna watch it again.
Yeah.
I will say that, like, when I'm choosing a movie or show to watch, I do look at what people say, just in case, because I have a certain I like certain genres or certain types
Oh
of
yeah.
movies, and that helps me to decide what I'm going to watch.
I think that's
So
reasonable. I just mean like some people be like, it's the worst show ever, like they can't even act, or like really like generalized things where this isn't funny at all, or like things that are really extreme. And I know that sometimes people will try to like lower viewings like to go with their opinion. And it's like, I don't know that we really need to do that. Like it's not all the time for all things, but it does happen sometimes. And it makes me kind of wary when there's a big group of people being like pushing really hard for something to like be canceled. Or like not necessarily because of something specific, but they don't like it. And it's just like, well, maybe I might like it. So like that's what I mean. Not like what you're doing is normal. Like I do that too. I'm like, what is this show about? But
it's true that, yeah, I agree. Like, if everybody says they hate a show and that it should be taken off the air, I'm not going to listen to that. 'Cause I'm going to decide on my own if it's something I want to see. But generally, people like majority people, if they say show is really crap, like Willow, they're actually right. It's so.
Oh
it just
yeah.
sucks, but I don't regret watching it. I actually don't regret watching it, even though it wasn't really done well.
I was regret it was made. No, I never watched it. It was I just sensed it was crap. Like, oh yeah, I could smell Willow
Yeah,
from
it
here.
wasn't. Yeah, yeah. You guys, nobody else needs to watch it, but I don't mind watching it.
No,
Just
watch Willow now. We need to save Disney. Watch it. Make a part
they took
3.
it. Didn't they take it off of Disney? They're like, we're
Oh,
going
they
to take
did it.
off this.
It was so bad they had to sell it to another
It's
network.
canceled.
Yep.
They actually
They-
canceled it.
They
Oh.
canceled it, but they took it off Disney Plus, and now they're trying to sell it to another network to get their money back.
That's funny.
Yeah. Well, why do a movie about Willow? It has nothing to do with Willow. The problem is like how I look at reviews now. I never used to watch reviews till now, till like the last couple of years, because a lot of times they're right. And I don't watch like critics. Critics has always been wrong. Like one of my favorite movies, Independence Day, critics hated it. Hey, aliens blowing up things, Will Smith punching aliens in the face. That's a great movie. Before
I
Chris
did
Rock.
enjoy it as a kid.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. I never
AI
watched the
was
second one though, but I did like the first one.
The
AI
second
was
one's
one of those
goofy,
things
but I
that
still
got really
liked it.
bad reviews, but I thought AI was like a really good movie.
I
Um,
enjoyed that too.
It was
AI?
like,
Yeah.
yeah, people like
No,
people
that's
who
good. I had to
watched
do
it
that for
liked
film
it,
school.
but people who like the reviews were really negative about it, so a lot of people didn't go and watch it. And like everybody, I remember being in the theater and people crying, like men and women, and like just like silently crying during parts of it. And I'd never really seen that in movies, like where like the audience was like so like enraptured. Besides, like I guess Lord of the Rings was coming out around that time, and I've seen it there. But like people who were watching it, like what I saw and experienced in the theater was like really intense and moving. It just like people like this isn't like the kind of movie, and maybe it wasn't like a at home movie, you know what I mean? Maybe it was an in theater experience, but I don't know. I think I agree, people get it wrong sometimes. I like to go to people who I trust, like people who have like a balanced perspective of things and don't get caught up in like fads, if you will, like
Yeah.
I think that's a good policy too. If you like want reviews, is like have a couple people that you know are legit, and like they might not always have the same opinion as you, but like you can trust for
Yeah.
like anything, not just movies, just like for anything. Like find like your sources that work for you, if you're wanting to get opinions, because there's a lot of as I speak, trying to get people to listen to my opinions.
No, you're right though. I mean, I definitely have some like certain friends that we are into the same type of films. So if they're like, hey, they saw something and I was curious about it, I'm like, what did you think? You know, and they'll give me an honest review, you know, give me the goods, the bads, all that. And if they're like, yeah, you should see it, I'm gonna go see it. And 9 out of 10 times I will enjoy it, you know. So it's just like finding the voice of someone that's into like things that you're into when it comes to like film and stuff, because then those are the people I'll listen to. Like I said, I won't go online and just listen to some random stranger that says, oh, this movie was bad because of, like, I don't know you. So like, I don't even know what you like. The movie that I like, you might think is horrible. So why would I listen to you about a movie? You know? So like, I stick to people that like stuff that I like, and then I'll ask them.